Barren County led 19-16 at the end of the first quarter and outscored the Lady Scotties 18-14 in the second quarter to take a 7-point advantage here at the break. This halftime report is brought to you by Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. Colton's thanks you for your business. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, we know what's at stake. Well, in the first half for Glasgow, they hit 13 field goals. One of those was a three-point shot. They were 3 of 6 from the foul line. And Ashanti Gore has half of the Scotties' points. In the first half, she had 15 of Glasgow's 30 points as she had 7 baskets, 1 of 4 from the foul line. 6 points for Ansley Adwell. She scored those in the first quarter, went to the bench with 2 fouls. Kayla Bradley also with 6 points in the first half. Dynasty Page with a 3-point shot. Nina McMurtry started the ball game but did not score. And they had Camden Short that came in and played some minutes along with Janae Bradley and Mia Cassidy. They did not score in the first half. For Barren County, 15 field goals, 2 more than the Lady Scotties. 4 of those were three-pointers. Barren County 3 of 6 from the foul line in the first half. And Elizabeth Bertram, 23 points in the first half, 23 of Barren County's 37 in the first half of play. She had 14 points in the first quarter, and then 9 points in the second quarter to have 23 here at the break. So she had 9 baskets. 3 of those were 3-point shots. 4 points for Carly Delk, who went to the bench with 2 fouls. A 3-pointer for Katie Murphy, that started the ball game. 2 points for Raven Ennis. She also picked up 2 fouls in the first half. Eve Jackson with a 2-point basket. Macy Lockhart scores 3 in the first half with a field goal, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Liberty Rice and Taylor Harlow saw action but did not score in the first half. So Elizabeth Bertram headed for a career night. She had 33 against Meade County, which was her career high. And with 23 here at the break, she can score 23 in the second half. Wow, what a night that would be. Let's hope she can do it.
What'd you say was her career high? It was
33.
33. Well, she's well on pace to do that. I think I'm not real up on the young kids lingo, but I think they would say she's balling tonight. She's really come out very impressive in the first half and put, as I said, our team on her shoulders and says, we're going to come out here and we're going to win tonight. They're giving her the right side of the floor all she wants. She doesn't like it. She never has, and that's not her game, but she's tearing it up on the left side of the floor. In between 2 defenders, stepping through it, so she's done a heck of a job. We'll look at some stats real quick when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll try to put this together here. Both teams shot exceptionally well. To be honest with you, I think it's a pretty high-scoring game. Last year, we got beat 51-38. Right. We're already at 38 pretty much right now, and then we won 45-53. So extremely high-scoring game when you compare last year's scores. But we were 11 of 19 from the twos, 15 of 27 overall, 55%, 4 of 8 from 3, 50%. So over 50% in every category. We only turned the ball over twice. Glasgow shot the ball extremely well too. From overall, they were 13 of 24 for 54%. They did not shoot the 3 very well. They had some good looks, to be honest with you. They were just 1 of 7. They did turn the ball over 7 times, but the stat that really glares out, 8 offensive rebounds. And I say out of that 8 offensive rebounds, how many of them did they score? Probably at least 5, right?
I would think so, yeah.
So that's what we have to get fixed. And I know Carly was in foul trouble. I know Raven's in foul trouble, but it has to be 5 on the glass on our defensive end.
37-30 here at the break. Halftime report brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. They thank you for your business. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, we know what's at stake. We'll get ready for the second half when we come back after this break. It's the Trojanettes 37, the Lady Scotties 30. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow, 1037 Nash Icons. 2020. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Of course, after tonight, Trojanettes, along with the Trojans, will be on the road at Bowling Green Tuesday night. Next Friday night, Adair County boys will be coming to Trojan Gym for a JV varsity doubleheader. Saturday night's game next week may be in question, depending on the outcome of Warren Central, Allen County, Scottsville in the 2A sectional. We're scheduled to have homecoming next Saturday night against Warren Central, but that's subject to change. We'll just have to wait and see how the outcome goes Monday night between the Patriots and the Dragons.
We thought that subject to change thing was out of the way when Glasgow dropped out or got too big to be in the All-A, but now they created a 2A, so it's the same thing.
Right. Foul situation in the first half. I think we mentioned that during halftime. Gore did not commit a foul as Adwell picked up 2. Page, McMurtry, Bradley with 1 apiece. And for Barren County, Raven Ennis and Carly Delk with 2 apiece, 1 on Katie Murphy. So it was only 10 fouls called first half total.
We've done a terrific job, to be honest with you, on Gore. You look at me crossways because she has 15, but everything is offensive rebounds. Yeah. It's not necessarily the first touch with her that's killing us. It's the second touch when she's able to get it. So we're following the scouting report. We're doing exactly what we're supposed to on all their kids. We just got to somehow keep her and everybody else off the board. So that has to be a concerted effort, and keep doing what we're doing on the offensive end, I think, would be a good prescription.
Remind you, our broadcast is brought to you in part by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jamie Harris. Let Jamie Harris of Edward Jones assist you today with your financial planning. Third quarter presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. And it'll be Barren County's basketball to midcourt across the way with Elizabeth Bertram. Toss it in. Raven Ennis, Katie Murphy, Carly Delk, Eve Jackson. For Glasgow, Dynasty Page, Ashanti Gore, Nita McMurtry, Ansley Adwell, and Kayla Bradley.
Be interested to see what Glasgow comes out and throws at us defensively. Early in the year, you don't want to show all your cards, but you never know what they'll pull out of the bag.
And now it looks like a 2-2-1 half-court trap. It's Bertram in the right corner, lets it go for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound comes off to Kayla Bradley. She'll get rid of the basketball to Adwell on the right side. Trying to work down low against Jackson. Needs some help down there. Going to have to throw it way back out to Page, out in almost the midcourt. And that gives it back to Adwell. 7-point Barren County lead as we start the second half. Adwell coming off the right, gives it over to Page on the left wing. A little bunny hop, 3, good.
She does it every time. She takes a little bunny hop and lines her feet up. That's her second 3. She is one of their shooters. Yep. We have to identify.
She's hit 13 threes this year, so that makes it 15 on the season so far. Here's a pass into Bertram. Fell down, got rid of it to Murphy. Over to Jackson, open three-pointer, no good. Long rebound, chased down by Page on the other side of the floor. And that bounced off somebody's foot. Oh, I thought it went off Page's foot when Bertram slapped it against her foot.
I'm not going to argue that one, though. It was kind of a 50-50 call. Hard to see whose foot it went off of.
Comes into Adwell. She's in a trap, gives it to Page. Up court it goes to Bradley. Here's Bradley down the corner. McMurtry for 3. No good. Offensive rebound by Gore up against Delk. Puts it up, and it's going to come off the rim. Rebound to Raven Ennis for the Trojanettes. Here comes Bertram down the right side. Cuts back to the middle. Now goes to the top of the key. Gives to Jackson inside. Loses the handle, and Gore comes up with a basketball. And she traveled.
You know, Elizabeth had 23. You obviously know they're going to go into the halftime and make some adjustments. So it's going to be important for somebody else to score, not just shooting a 3.
Comes out to Jackson on the left side. Now sends it in the corner. Ennis going to let it go for 3. No good. Rebound to Kayla Bradley for Glasgow. Hands it off to Page.
They're in a 2-3 zone, baiting us into shooting that 3.
And she'll hand it off out front to Adwell to set up. 4-point Barren County lead, 37-33. 6-13, they go down low to Gore. And she traveled again.
It's an off-the-ball help. Carly's doing in the right position, but it's the off-the-ball help that time from Eve that's causing her to turn it over.
Katie Murphy will bring it up for the Trojanettes. In front court against Adwell. Bounces off to Jackson out front. Bounces back to Murphy. Back out to Jackson to the right side. Now back to Murphy. Looks inside. Pass deflected up in the air. It's going to be caught by Page. Off the hands of Adwell. They gonna work it into a crowd. Picked off. Jackson's got it with the Trojanettes. Feeds to Delk. Delk goes under. Throws it up. Missed the shot. Follow up, but Jackson falling away. Puts it in. 39-33 Trojanettes. 5.5 to go. Third quarter. Bertram out guarding Page. She'll send it over to Adwell to the right side. Adwell cross-court pass picked off by Jackson. Trying to go to McMurtry. Jackson all the way to the hoop. Lays it up and in.
Good job just keeping it under pace and keeping it under control. It didn't look like McMurtry really wanted to challenge her or foul her at all there.
So Eve Jackson with both buckets here in the third quarter for the Trojanettes. Take a 41-33 lead. Page and Bertram reaching in to try to tie it up. Going to get a timeout.
It's like those drills you do in elementary school where you just go play defense back and forth, all the way up the sideline, and you just want somebody to cross over in front of you because you know you're going to steal it and go the other way. That's all Glasgow's guards are doing. They're literally putting it out in front of us, and all you got to do is keep your hand out and knock it away. So that's what's disrupting them. Not hard to do, but give credit to our ball pressure. They're doing it, and Glasgow's not making an adjustment with their guards.
8-point lead for the Trojanettes is their largest of the game.
Offense has slowed down just a little bit. We're just over the 3-minute played mark in the third period, and both teams combined, I think, 7 points so far scored? You add them together?
Mm-hmm. Page hit the 3-point shot for Glasgow. 4:57 to play here in the third. Barren County 41, Glasgow 33. Ball comes out to Adwell. Gore comes up to the top of the key to set a screen. She dribbles off right, cuts back left. Gives it out to McMurtry. And McMurtry off to Page. Page dumps it inside. There's Gore. Puts it up and got it to drop in. She's got 17.
Got it to her where she wanted it there, right in the middle of the paint.
41-35. Bertram with it. In the corner goes to Delk. Delk sends it back out to Murphy. Back to Delk in the corner. Lets it go. It bounces off the left side of the rim. And McMurtry with a rebound for the Lady Scotties. Page is going to walk it up court now. Works against Bertram. Dumps it off in the key there to Adwell. Adwell turning right off the screen from Gore. Goes to the basket. Puts it up and in. Too easy. 8 points for Adwell. 41-37. Bertram crossover move. Gives it off to Delk. Out it comes around the perimeter. Here's Raven Ennis. Out top. Murphy into Jackson. Was wide open in there. And then Ennis lost the handle. Had to actually hit her knee. And on the other end, here's a layup. No good for Bradley. Rebound to Ennis. Ennis cuts through traffic. Goes to the basket. Puts it up and a foul. A block on McMurtry will be her second. Team's first of the second half.
That middle of the zone is wide open.
Wide open.
Wide open. You could drive a Mack truck through there. We've got to be able to catch it square and score.
Raven Ennis puts it up and in. 76.5% foul shooter on the line. Second shot of the air. Good again. It's her fourth point of the game. Hit a field goal back in the second quarter. 43-37, Barren County, 3:35 to play in the third quarter. Page with the basketball, bounces it off to Adwell, or to Bradley. Bradley across the key, hands it off to Adwell. Adwell against Murphy, and goes inside, walked with it. Good defense by Katie Murphy.
Very good. They had, I think, 8 turnovers in the first half, and they've got 3 already now. Those 11, I'd say at least 6 walk-offs.
Barren County now, chance to tie their lead or got it up to 9. Here's a pass down to Delk. And it comes to Raven Ennis. 12-footer. Good.
Yeah, good ball movement around the technically interior to get it out to the perimeter.
45-37 Barren County. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Left side McMurtry to go in the corner to Adwell. Adwell back out top. McMurtry going to let it go for a three. It's off high. And Gore came from behind to slap it away over the back of Delk, but Ennis has it for the Trojanettes. Gives it off to Murphy. Cross-court pass, Bertram. Left elbow shot, short. Rebound to Delk. Kicks it back out. Murphy from 18. Good!
Maybe one of our, I know it's not more than 3 or 4 offensive rebounds tonight. We're able to get a second chance point.
47-37, the largest lead of the night for the Trojanettes. 2:25 to go in the third quarter. Here's Page with the basketball. Bertram trying to pick her pocket, trying to reach in, and there'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow to Glasgow. And Coach Justin Stinson's going to send in Janae Bradley, 5'9" freshman, to come in for Kayla Bradley. Page at midcourt across the way will toss it in for the Lady Scotties. Comes out to Adwell. 2:18 to play in the third. Adwell on the dribble. Murphy trying to stay with her. Almost stolen away by Ennis. Got it swiped loose, but regained back. Adwell going right side. A corner three in the air. No good. Crashing aboard is Raven Ennis. Hands it off to Bertram. Just under 2 minutes to play in the third. Here's a pass down to Jackson. A little head fake. Hook shot up and back in off the window. Falling away.
I didn't know the hook shot was such an important part of our offense, but we shot 2 tonight, hit 2, and that's what takes us to a 12-point lead. I think that's our biggest of the night.
It is.
And a great quarter here, holding Glasgow to just 7 points so far. 7-12 doesn't sound like a huge margin, but the way this quarter has gone, it's really limiting Glasgow and limiting Glasgow's big scores. Adwell just 2. Gore, after a 15-point first half, just 2 as well.
People's Bank of Glasgow timeout. The People's Bank of Glasgow, your local community bank working for you. As we check out the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. Starting of the third quarter, Russell County girls lead Monroe County 20-14. Low-scoring game. Wow, yeah. In Tompkinsville tonight.
That was one of the only girl-boy doubleheaders that wasn't a district game.
That's right.
Most everybody around here, especially I think that was the 13th district, getting back to normalcy after all the Christmas tournaments and shootouts and whatever they named them.
A lot of holiday classics over the past couple of weeks. Tuesday night, we had Bowling Green. Girl-boy doubleheader. For the second time the girls have been there this year. Tried to avenge a 64-51 loss back in December.
It's good for them, though. To be honest, I mean, you don't get any better playing teams and beating them by 40. So
no.
You put the number 1 team in the region on your schedule twice, I think it only makes you better.
Pressure in the backcourt as Page will bring it up against Elizabeth Bertram. Works it across the timeline. Now drives the basket, puts it up and in.
One of the few times we've gotten beat tonight. We've got to have help.
On the other end, here's Bertram. Had a shot at the 3, but didn't take it. Gives it back to Murphy. High pass in the left corner to Ennis. 10-point Barren County lead, 49-39. Here's Ennis pulling the trigger. It's in and out. Rebound, back up, blocked. Off Bertram's shot. They're going to call a foul on Elizabeth Bertram for reaching in.
Frustration foul. Just our first of the half, but still a frustration after she missed that putback.
So Glasgow's basketball, the minute 18 to play here in the third quarter. It's Adwell walking it up court for the Lady Scotties. Crosses the midcourt stripe. Gets a screen. Murphy trying to stay with her. Drives the bucket against Murphy. Puts it in and draws a foul. And that's going to be 2 on Katie Murphy, 2 on the Trojanettes in the second half. Adwell gets her 10th point of the game. 2 for 2 the first quarter. Shot goes up, too strong. Rebounded there by Eve Jackson for the Trojanettes. Now holds up, sends it over to Murphy. In the middle goes to Bertram. Here's Raven Ennis. Underneath, Delk lost the handle. And they're going to say she touched it last. I thought Paige may have got in there, but...
Agreed. Second time we passed up a shot and ended up the possession with the turnover. We've got to take those shots.
49-41. Barren County Adwell falling down, bounces it off to McMurtry. Here's Page, lobs it down to Gore, puts it up and in.
Help was late that time. You cannot be late.
19 for Gore. 6-point lead for the Trojanettes, 49-43. Straight away, Raven Ennis. Left side, Carly Delk. Cross it goes to Jackson, goes baseline, trying to reverse it up, hit the bottom of the backboard, and it went out of bounds.
I'm not sure Gore didn't deflect it, but official said no.
22 seconds to go here in the third. Glasgow has come back with 4 straight points.
Got our lead in half.
Yeah. It was a 12-point lead at one time. And here's Gore in the lane. Back to Bradley. They come to Adwell with it. Crossover move. Lost the handle. Reaching in, and we'll have a jump ball.
We stopped them from scoring, but you hate to waste the possession.
Yeah, 4 seconds.
Ours with 4 seconds.
And Caleb Bradley's return, along with Mia Cassidy. And the ball comes into play to Bertram. 3 seconds, 2. Going to have to hurry. And throws up a long shot at the horn. Short, and that's the end of the third. Well, the 12-point lead has diminished to 6 here after 3 periods of play. It's Barren County 49, Glasgow 43. We'll come back to the fourth and final quarter in a moment as you're listening to Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Thinking about life insurance?
Selectbook.com/.
Barren County 49, Glasgow 43 as we start the fourth. This fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Steve Jackson scored half the points in the third quarter for Coach Piper Lindsay. Glasgow basketball, Adwell top of the circle, gets a screen from Gore. Goes to the basket against Delk, throws it up, and it comes off. Battle for the rebound, popped around, and Murphy's got it, fires it up court. Trojanettes have the numbers. Here's Bertram stopping, a little 8-foot shot. Good.
0 points in the third period, but she opens up the fourth with her 25th point.
Yep. 51-43. Barren County with an 8-point lead. Dynasty Page will walk it up for the Trojanettes. Bertram to meet her at midcourt. McMurtry comes to set a screen. She goes left with it now. Stops, bounce pass in underneath. There's Bradley. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound by the Trojanettes. Here's Raven Ennis. One-hand pass up to Jackson. Jackson is going to dribble it off her foot and out of bounds.
Yep. Glasgow made a little change there. Instead of their shooters staying in the corner, they tried to backdoor us. We were ready, however.
Glasgow's basketball. Dynasty Page will bring it up. Crosses the midcourt line. Angles off right. Hooks it in there to Adwell McKee. Dumps it into Gore. She walked. No whistle. Here's McMurtry and a pass down to Gore again. She's double teamed. Had it knocked loose. And coming up with it is Jackson. And Jackson is going to be fouled.
Little frustration foul from Gore.
That's only her first. The team's second.
She's always done a great job playing without fouling. There's not been very many games we've done where she's been in foul trouble.
6:48 to play here in the game. Barren County with an 8-point lead. Katie Murphy in the corner. Ennis Ennis putting down one dribble. Skip pass left side. Bertram for a three. No good. Rebound to McMurtry for Glasgow. Alley pass comes to Page. Page on the left side trying to curl against Delk. Takes it away from her. Carly Delk. Delk driving. Shovel pass into Bertram in the lane. Steps back. Shoots a 10-footer. Rims no good. And we get a whistle and a foul. Who's it going to be on?
I think it'll be on Gore. It'll be either on Gore or Page, I believe, and it'll be actually Page.
And that's her second, team's third. Good. Carly Delk sandwich between Gore and Page.
Stinson put a dent in the floor over here after Carly got that turnover. Very surprised they didn't give him a technical.
And Murphy looking, gives it off to Raven Ennis. The baseline shot's good.
Raven shot the ball pretty well.
8 points. That's her average on the season. Here comes Hadwell. Goes in for the shot. No. Rebound ripped down by Murphy. Outlet pass comes to Bertram. Bertram on the left side. Stopping, cutting inside. Shot blocked. And it's going to go out of bounds. Barren County will keep it with 6:02 to play here in the ball game, leading by 10. Oh, it comes out to Murphy. Swings it off to Jackson. Now Jackson goes left side corner to Ennis. Back out to Jackson. Straight away over to Murphy. Back comes to Jackson. Bounce pass back out to Murphy. She'll set it up once again. They go in the middle to Delk. Back out to Murphy. Now here's Delk going in against Gore. High off the window. No. Rebound tapped out. McMurtry's got it. Gives it off to Page. Page drives and had it stripped away by Murphy and out of bounds.
Good job disrupting her. Not getting the foul, too.
Page to inbound. Lobs it out to Adwell. Deep on the right side. Dumps it into Gore. Kicks it back in the corner. Page for three. Short. Rebound comes off to Carly Delk. She'll give it to Murphy. Now here comes Bertram. Cuts back left. Steps back behind the arc. Crossover dribble. Now looks and goes back out to Murphy. Here is Jackson. Puts it up short. Trying to get her on rebound. Battle for the loose ball. Scooped up by Bertram in the left corner. Trying to go baseline. Goes across the lane. Reverses it up and missed the shot. Rebound to Adwell. Sends it down the floor to McMurtry. And it's a bad pass over the head of Gore. And here comes Bertram. 2-on-1 fast break. Shovel pass. Here's a shot by Ennis. Good off the window.
Didn't look like we'd have a break opportunity at all, but it just opened up around her.
And give Bertram the Edward Jones financial advisor, Jamie Harris, assist.
Waited for the exact moment when the defender came to her to shovel it off for that nice assist. And back to our largest lead of the game at 12.
At 55-43. We have, well, they put the timer up on the scoreboard. We got about 5 minutes or so to go.
To be honest with you, it's hard to remember.
I never look at the time a lot. But anyway, it's a 12-point Barren County lead. I'm not sure how many turnovers Glasgow has in this game, but they have turned it over a few times tonight. Stay tuned with the Trojans and Scotties coming up in Game 2 of our doubleheader, which ought to be an interesting one as well.
They had 8 at the break. They had 4 in the third quarter, so that's 12 for the game.
Yeah. 4:48 to play. Thought it was around the 5-minute mark. 55-43. Trojanettes with the lead. Here's a pass coming into Adwell on a tee against Katie Murphy. Dribbles right, wants to drive, and goes the bucket. May have walked with it. Turnover. Jackson's got it, had it smacked loose. Murphy. Ooh, a dangerous pass is picked off by McMurtry. Try to go to Lockhart. And she'll drive to the basket. Shot it too strong. Macy Lockhart with a rebound for Barren. Gets her the basketball to Murphy. And now up court it goes to Ennis. Sends it down the left corner. Bertram with a three. Bingo!
Took a break in the third quarter just to get that stamina back for the fourth, and now she's knocking it back down. I don't think we had a sub through the whole third period. Our starting 5 played, and I'm not sure we've had one until Macy just came in at the 5-minute mark.
There's Page racing down the right side in the corner. Here's a shot by Short, air ball. Gore coming over the top, throws up the shot, going to get a foul. Just forced things up there and foul on Ennis. That's her third, team's third of the second half. 15-point Barren County lead. 3:50 to play. Ashanti Gore. Free throw comes off. She is 1 of 5 at the stripe. 19 points for Gore. 15 came in the first half. Raven Ennis gets a break. Carly Delk is back in. And Gore back up at the stripe for one more. And she got that one. Gives her an even 20 points on the night. It's 58-44. Barren County, 3:48 to go in the contest. Jackson on the right wing. Doesn't look for a shot. Goes in the corner to Lockhart. Lockhart putting down the dribble. Throws it back out front to Jackson. Jackson trying to make a move. Goes back in the corner to Lockhart. Goes baseline. Bounce pass in there to Delk. Bounces back to Lockhart. Kicks it back to Jackson. Jackson diagonal pass left corner. Bertram lets it go for three. Yes, sir.
Got a question for you. If the kid has 30 points, how do you leave her wide open? Because they've done it the last 2 threes. There's been nobody in the same zip code.
31 for Bertram. 61-44. Foul out on the floor. That'll be the 4th Trojanette foul of the half on Elizabeth Bertram, her second. And that is Nina McMurtry checking back into the Lady Scouting lineup. Glasgow's basketball underneath. Page will toss it in left of the hoop. Lobs it into Gore. Working in the paint. Up and under shot against Delk. Got it to go and a foul.
She creates contact really well. I know that's... The offense is not supposed to create the contact, but it's awful hard not to call it as an official.
That's 3 on Carly Delk. Raven Ennis coming back to the Trojan lineup for Coach Piper Lindsay. Macy Lockhart getting some quality minutes tonight.
And our kids are tired. We've got 5 timeouts. If we need to use one just to give a breather, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Gore drills the free throw to make the 3-point play, 61-47. Katie Murphy getting some pressure. Gives it off to Jackson. Dribbles right. In the corner. Bertram, another 3. Gets fouled. It'll be on Bradley. Her second. Glasgow's 4th of the second half. And Elizabeth Bertram at the line. She's 2 for 4 from the stripe. First one good. That gives her 32.
Give her a chance, really, for everybody to catch a breather here. 3 free throws.
33 now for Elizabeth Bertram. Matches her career high.
Chance to get it.
And she does. 34 for Elizabeth Bertram.
Over half, right?
64-47. Trojanettes. 2:43 left to go in the game. Page drives, throws it up on the run. No. Rebound. Lady Scouties Page dribbles it out to the corner. Fires it down low, knocked away. Bradley had to go chase it down the left corner. Curls into the key, throws it back to the right side, out of bounds. Unforced turnover to McMurtry. Barren County will get the basketball with 2:27 to go.
Glasgow, 2 threes on the night. I know McMurtry's one of their big 3-point shooters. She's got 16 of them on the year, and she just hasn't been able to get going.
She's only taken a couple of 2 or 3 shots the whole night. Murphy, diagonal pass, left corner. Bertram goes baseline, will curl it back out, gives it to Ennis. Ennis works away, shot off the window and in.
You want to run time, but you can't pass up some good looks like that.
66-47. 19-point Barren County lead. 2 minutes to play in the game. Adwell off the screen. Top of the key goes right. Leaves it off with Page for the 3 ball. It is no good. Rebound by Bradley. Back up and a foul.
Yeah, got her across the forearm.
And it'll be on Eve Jackson. Her first. 6 on the Trojanettes in the second half.
We're going to go with the complete line change here.
Free throw is up and good for Bradley. It gives her 7 points on the night. So the starters come out for Barren. Well-deserved round of applause for the fans.
I haven't seen us play every game, but I really think that's the best we played all year. It obviously helps when you see your shots go down, but we played awfully well and got a minute and 54 left.
Yep. Second shot's good for Bradley. Camden short. Mia Cassidy's checked in. Got Janae Bradley in the ball game. For the Trojanettes, Addison Smith, Macy Lockhart, Liberty Rice, Emma Hughes, and Taylor Harlow. Rice working right side. Going to drive it to the hoop. Shot is blocked. Glasgow comes up with the basketball with a minute 40 to play. Ansley Atwell. Atwell driving left of the lane. Hooks it off to Page. She'll dump it in there to Gore. Goes to the basket. Puts it up and in, and a foul.
Up 17. Make it 15 now. It's a tough matchup for a freshman. It's a tough matchup for anybody, but definitely a tough matchup there. They just threw it in, caught it, and she turned and scored.
And for Gore, that's 25 on the night.
Stinson's not going to pull his kids.
No.
We did, but he's not going to. He's going to try to cut into it, and they still got a lot of time, to be honest with you.
Gore makes another three-point play, 66-52 with a minute 25 to play. 5 straight for the Lady Scotties. And Rice works with it out front, gives it left side to Hughes. Hughes looking inside, can't go, bounces out to Harlow, top of the key, going to let it go. Three-pointer, no good, too strong. Rice trying to get the rebounds, going to be taken there by Janae Bradley. Here comes Adwell, fires it down to Bradley, and a foul on Liberty Rice. With 1:03 to play. And that's going to put Kayla Bradley at the line for 2 shots. .103 to play. Barren County with a 14-point lead. Shot by Bradley is short.
They're not a very good free throw shooting team. 64% is their best. And
55.6 on the season. Adwell checks out. A couple of new players in. Ashton Potts, 5'5" freshman, and Chloe Hale, a 5'9" 8th grader. Bradley back of the line for one more. It's in the air, and it's good.
It's 19 down to 13, right?
Another new player, Mariana Bradley, 5'3" sophomore. Ball comes into Rice. Now Rice will try to work it up court. Gets around a defender. Hooks it off there to Hughes. Hughes one dribble, trying to go up with it. She's fouled. And it'll be on Mariana Bradley. We'll send Emma Hughes to the free throw line for 2 shots. 53.5 seconds to play here in the game. Hughes puts it up, too strong. She'll have one more. Barren County will go to 3-0 in district play, and Glasgow drops to 1-1. Second shot is up. It's good for Hughes. 67-53. Trojanettes, 48 seconds to play. Botts with the basketball for Glasgow. Angling right, hands it off to Mariana Bradley. And that ball is going to skip off and chase down by Janae Bradley. So it comes out now to set it up once again. Left side, Botts, 28 seconds to play. Botts, top of the circle against Addison Smith. Janae Bradley hands it back to Botts on the left side. 20 seconds to play. And threw it away. Threw it right over the head of Cassidy and out of bounds.
Didn't look like they were in much of a hurry to score. Did a good job keeping them away from the basket. Our subs did get the lead cut into a little bit, but deserved the victory.
Rice will bring it up with 10 seconds to play. Rice, back and forth, driving, going to the basket, puts it up too strong. Rebound put back up, no good for Hughes. Hughes trying to rip it away, but it'll be a jump ball with 0.6 of a second remaining. Barren County's going to go to 11-3 on the year. Glasgow will drop to 7-3. That's the ball game. Trojanettes 67, Lady Scotties 53. We'll come back to the post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities. Proven at our farm, made for yours. As you're listening to Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.